Hey everybody, Adam here with Hometown Acres. Welcome back. We have not been keeping up with our one basket of firewood a day. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, earlier this spring we had our property thinned. We have about 30 acres of hardwoods, and I want to say we brought out somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 triaxle loads of logs. And I said when we did that, the only way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. Well, the only way to process 10 triaxle loads of firewood poles is one basket at a time. And I said, if I just do one a day, we'll be able to eat through those in 6 to 12 months, something like that. Well, ever since we went on vacation early July or middle July, we have not kept up with that. When we got back, things were busy unpacking, different projects going on. Plus, it has been extremely hot. I don't know about you, but I do not particularly enjoy making firewood when it's 85, 90 degrees outside. I don't like the heat. I prefer a day like today where the high for today is 65 degrees. So with that said, we're going to try to pick up on some of those baskets we've missed over the last few weeks. Let me show you what I got going on. So we've got the new Yappa 365 Pro that we really haven't done much with other than the day that Bob dropped it off. And I really want to put it to a new test. Normally when we're making firewood, we'll set 3 baskets on the end of the conveyor with the old 365 Basic because it did not have a variable speed conveyor. Now with the variable speed conveyor, I think we can really slow that down so it just trickles them into this front row of baskets, and then we can speed that conveyor up to shoot them into another row of baskets. So we should be able to make 6 baskets of firewood all at one time without having to get on the tractor and remove full baskets and bring back in empty baskets. So that's what I'm looking forward to try. We got to go ahead and get the live deck loaded up, and let's make some firewood. Well, there you go, guys. What a huge difference a variable speed conveyor makes. Being able to fill up 6 IBC totes instead of just 3. I think that might be the most firewood we've ever made in one day before. Typically, I would just fill up the dump trailer, which would work out to about 3 IBC totes, or once we quit stacking out of the dump trailer and just started, loose piling it in here off the conveyor, I would fill up 3 IBC totes. But now being able to do 6 at one time, I think I'm gonna be able to catch up on missing making firewood for the last month pretty quick. Now, we didn't go without having our hiccups today. You may have heard the Honda GX 700 kind of surging and pulsing in the beginning of this video. When Bob from Metza Machines brought this, he just had a little bit of gas in there for travel. And so I went to go fill it up all the way. So I put 5 full gallons of what I would call new gas. It was, out of one of my containers. But that gas can was about 3 months old. And I put it in there and the engine was just not running right. And I wasn't sure if maybe the fuel got shut off or what it was. So I was trying to troubleshoot it. And I called Bob and asked him from Metza Machines. And I said, hey, any ideas what it could be? And he's like, is there any chance you got water in the fuel? Is it old gas? And I was like, I don't think it would be old gas, but I mean, it's only 3 months old. I didn't put any stabilizer in it, but yeah, I drained the gas tank, went to the gas station and got a brand new jug of ethanol-free fuel, put it in there, and she started purring like a kitten again. So FYI, if any of your small engines are not running correctly, I would definitely try checking the gas and seeing if, if you empty the tank, fill it back up with good fresh fuel, if it starts running better. That was the case with this one. As you can see, we've got our tractor bucket sitting here. I still don't know exactly what I want to do because, this caught some of it, and I could easily just grab a rake and rake the rest of it into that tractor bucket, and that'll make pretty easy cleanup. But I still think there's a better solution. As Doug always says, there's got to be a better way, and I think there's still a better way than just parking the tractor bucket there to catch all the sawdust shavings off of the chainsaw there. So once again, 6 full IBC totes, all in the baskets and ready to go. Before we wrap this video up, I do want to hop on the tractor and try picking these up and just see how much we lose out of the totes, because I have the openings facing each other. That way, we've got a solid front here and a solid back here to try to contain it as it's coming off the conveyor. The only downside is when I go to pick these up, they may be interlocked together a little bit, and when I go to move them, they may start falling out. But I'm gonna put you guys on a quick tripod here and start putting these baskets away and just see how much we lose. All right guys, there's our 6 baskets all moved to the drying yard. They all came apart pretty easily with minimal restacking required. One thing I forgot to mention about that variable speed conveyor is not only does it allow you to stack 2 baskets deep, but it also allows you to control what's going in what basket. As you can see, cherry, 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 and then this last tote over here is all maple. And that, I can do a pretty good job of sorting with the excavator, setting all the cherry off to one side, all the maple and anything else off to the other side. But let's say you didn't have an excavator to pre-sort your logs and you're doing it with a tractor or something else, and you've got a cherry log that comes up, you can easily slew the conveyor over to this basket and either have it shoot further away or, slow it down so it's just dropping straight into the basket underneath it. So it allows you to control what species of wood is going in what basket. So that's kind of my final thought on that variable speed conveyor. So yeah, like I said, 6 IBC totes full of firewood in one day. We do that a couple more times and we'll make up for not making any firewood the last month. If you guys enjoyed this one, give me a big thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.